So my name's Jackie Bowie, and I'm the managing partner for Chatham Financial, heading up their European business. Chatham Financial are a global leader in financial risk management. We provide advisory and technology solutions around hedging for interest rates, foreign exchange, inflation, commodities. I've been part of the Chatham Financial team since November 2019, when they acquired the business that I was CEO of, which was called JC Rathbone Associates, shortened to JCRA. I was with JCRA for over 15 years, involved in a whole variety of client advisory solutions and ultimately becoming CEO of that business. We were looking for a private equity partner investor. It was really driven by a succession planning, an owner-managed business that had already been through a vendor-funded management buyout in 2013, and the business had grown to a scale where we were looking for some external capital, both to provide the original founders and owners an exit and to provide us some growth capital for future investment. Connection Capital were one of a few interested parties in the business, and the reason we moved to exclusivity with them were really a combination of factors. We liked the structure of the transaction. They were comfortable to take a minority position, and for us as the leaders and new owners of the business, we wanted to retain a controlling position. We liked the fact that they understood what we were trying to achieve. We were pivoting slightly towards a technology strategy from pure advisory, and they understood that that would require patience and time, as well as a capital commitment. Working with Connection throughout the deal process was, I'd say, intense, and as a management team, it's a big distraction to be running a transaction, and the team at Connection really did help us through those last intense stages of the process, having been through a selection, moving into exclusivity. We were also in a very unique position, I feel, towards the end of the timeline to have the deal completed. The largest single shareholder in our business who was exiting actually became very seriously ill with a very pessimistic prognosis. And we had to make a decision at that point whether to continue with the transaction or pause and wait for the inevitable, which we knew was going to happen. And that's really when the partnership with Connection, I felt, really came to life, because it became not just about the economics of the transaction, but actually what's the right thing to do. And Connection were a great partner in getting us through that. Quite a difficult time for the business and personally. Miles, who led the transaction on behalf of Connection, took a seat on the board. He was very familiar with the business and with the management team. We also were in quite a fortunate position in that one of Connection's largest investors in our transaction was very familiar with our business in the market and felt that he could add some value more from an observation perspective. So we also had his counsel. Our biggest competitor in the market, a large US firm, Chatham Financial, had approached us to explore whether we would be interested in being acquired. So as soon as that conversation started, of course, Connection were very much involved in that. So there are two parallel sides to the conversation. There's obviously the economics, which were important for Connection, also important for the management team, but the management team also trying to balance, is this the right home for us? I'd say the chairman that was on our board, as well as Miles, really helped us sort of ask ourselves the right questions as to whether that was going to be the right place for our team to land. When thinking about taking a private equity investor into your business, I think it has to be much more than just the capital they're providing. It really does have to be a partnership, but also think about how that partnership would play out in difficult times, because the road to success is not always a smooth one. So through the transaction process, really getting to know who the investment partner is, if they're going to be on your board, the other non-execs that they might appoint, getting to know them in advance, because when the difficult times come, that trust is what will hold it all together.